Hello Virgos, do hope that you're gorgeous and well. This is your love horoscope for, sorry, that was my my little puppy huffing, walking past as if she's saying, oh, she's off again, she's talking again. I think she's trying to tell me she wants a walk, so I better walk her after I do this video. So anyway, my name is Bella, and most people know me as Bella the Secret Psychic, and this is your monthly love horoscope for August 2018. Now, just before I go in to do your reading, just an announcement to make. On the 1st of August to the 11th of September, I'm on vacation in the USA. What does that mean? Why am I telling you that? Well, it means my service that I normally provide in terms of my private readings will be different than how it normally is. So I will only be available on Instago for the first 3 weeks, and then from the 24th I will be uncontactable completely. I'll be completely off grid. So all the information is down below. For people who want to schedule their Skype calls with me on my return, the link is also down below. Everything's just down below. Please see there for more information, basically. So anyhow, and also just quickly, my daily energy reads that I give will be available on my Facebook page. They will still happen. I've done all the pre-records for that also too, so just go there if you want to get the daily energy reads also as well. So lovely, gorgeous people. What's going to happen with your Virgo? With your Virgo? With your month? It's not a good sign, is it? Stay with me. I will find my tongue. Right, so couple of things, Virgo. Before I came on, my guides were saying to me that you've got two people interested in you. So some Virgos, you will know who that is because you're perhaps dating more than one person at this time. It seems to be quite important because particularly in the first week there is some clashes with both their energies, in this sense that they either both want to see you on the same day or they could find out about each other. So you need to be quite careful, I would say, in that first week. It's not to guarantee that it will. It just feels like you're put in circumstances where you're a little bit like, oh my God, they could find out about the other person. Just bear that in mind. So you've got two people interested in you, and it's so interesting because they're very, very similar. Similar the way they look, maybe similar jobs, similar age, things like this. Both of them wanting to offer you something good. Interestingly, one wants to give you more of a tangible, financial, practical elements of themselves. So they want to show you things in action. They want to a lot around money, around their energy, and feeling like by showing off with money or giving you money puts them in good favour. The other one is about wanting to give you feelings, words, love, being a listener, maybe too much cheese on that toast. No, very like, they're very, 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 you know, you've got no doubt in terms of how they feel. They start to express that very, very much in the first week of August, flattering you and how you look. So they're offering you positive things, and both of these individuals, but they're in different ways. I think what's interesting and probably why you've both got them going concurrently is because they what they offer you is good, but they're so vastly different that if one offered you both, then you would go with that one. There's something missing, let's say. So one is doing the tangible and the money focused, but doesn't do the touchy-feely talky. Whereas the other person is touchy-feely talky, but they're not giving you any action or anything tangible. Do you see the dilemma that you have, Virgos? But be careful in the first week because it feels like there could be a problem. Now, the other way this could play out, if you have no idea who these people are, is that you will attract these two people. So if you're single, you may find that these two people come into your world, which then therefore makes you have this two-person situation. Whatever way this plays out for you, there's two people's energies that is interested in you or comes into being interested in you in this month. A lot about my guys using the word, they're using the word specifically reconnections. So how does that play out? Because again, it's in line with these two people's energies. So at least one of them is somebody you know, and has perhaps stepped forward a bit more. So this could be, if you're single, you go on Tinder, let's say, and one of the people that steps forward is somebody perhaps you've dated before, or you know because they're a friend of a friend, and the other person is not. Do you see what I mean? So I'm trying to give you some analogies for it to make sense. Particularly with the first week, Virgos, where there was this kind of very close call where the others almost found out about each other. It does force you in the second week to think about what you want to do about that, which is to think about whether you let one go or keep the other. You don't know what to do for the best, basically. And I think just take the time out to think. You don't need to rush it, but it is something to be considering and thinking about, because at some point you will have to choose. If you don't have to. You can have them both, but it does mean eventually somebody will get hurt. And I think it's a warning that there is this kind of near miss, that if you continue, one day it won't be, and then it's World War III. So this is why you end up thinking, oh, I don't want to be in that position again. I should do something about it. Take your time. I think by the third week you will make a decision, and quite quickly make a choice and enact it out. Now, some of it still comes off, because even though you're thinking, you're still observing this behaviour. I think for you, the one that's giving you lots of emotional support, and I have to be honest with you, it depends on if you're a man or a female with this. If you're a female, the emotional support will be much more appealing for you, and you'll let go of the one that's about money. Some of you, not all of you, because some of that's also about this person taking action. Some people can be full of words, can't they, and then take no action. And if you're a male, Virgo, you're likely to choose the one that's offering more tangible, action-based offer. But the choice really will be yours. So I'm just looking at my guides. My guides are saying here, I have to say, I can feel it already in you. Basically how it's been shown, what I said. First, there's two people's energies interested in you. You're talking to both of them, all right? You may not be doing anything more, but you're talking with them. Then you get this kind of near miss where they both nearly find out about each other. Then you get you thinking. Then after I get you thinking, you do dismissed one. You say, right, I'm going to let that person go, and you do it quite quickly, and then you feel a sense of relaxation that you can then move in another direction. But as we get to the fourth week, you start to miss the person that you let go, but also they miss you, and they're not letting go that easily. So they're still sort of sending you messages, trying to entice you. And I have to say, Virgos, you are in danger of putting yourself back together with the person that you let go, and putting yourself right back into the box of square one again. It's like you go full circle into being afraid, needing to make a choice, then making the choice, then feeling better, only then to feel like you miss them, they miss you, they say something tangible for you to go back, right back with them. Because I see you at the end of the month in a two-person situation. Dilemma, Virgos. And I can feel it in you, the reason why, because the element that they have in them is missing from the one that you have chosen. And even if you chose the other person, the same would be true, because what's missing in them is missing in them. And usually when I do my readings, I like to look for a resolution. And I thought I was, when I was saying, you know what, you've got to end one of them, because eventually that's a warning. And it is a warning, I have to say. But I feel it's going to be really difficult for you to have the loss of what is missing in the other. So the solution, and something to consider, Virgos, is maybe there needs to be a third option. Maybe you need the third option where that's a combined element, and to be open to that, because that's, for now, the time being, somehow in some ways of resolving that. Or to be very vocal with both of those individuals, particularly the one that's more about action and tangible and financial, that if you can communicate that with them, because they are action people, that they may take action to be inclusive of that, then that means that you effectively draw it out of them. I think you got a bit of dilemma. Sorry guys, this month you really do, which does need to be resolved, and it needs to be resolved by you finding a person, or being or working towards working with those people to draw out the elements that are missing, and whoever does it first wins. But it has to be something that you communicate, that you instigate, or that you, or if you can't do that with those two people, that you consider another third option that perhaps hasn't presented itself because you've not been looking for it, that would solve that dilemma. Very interesting. I hope that's been helpful, because I feel here that it's like you have your cake and eat it, and then you try to go on a diet and it doesn't work out, basically, is how it's explained. But it doesn't mean that you can't find a more effective diet that meets all of your needs. And I think the theme for this reading is that it is slightly, something is missing in both elements that is not meeting your needs. And so it's asking you to consider a third path, basically. And we'll have to find out in September how that may play out. So I hope that's been helpful, at least for you to know that you're going to have a little bit of a dilemma. I'm so sorry, Virgos. I wasn't expecting that last bit. I was like, oh my God, after all of that, the temptation is there. So just be aware in this month that there's temptation. And you never know, maybe because you're watching this, you may resist that temptation a little bit more because you can see what could happen. But see what, you have to let me know what's happening, guys. Anyway, you lovely, gorgeous people, I will be back next month, a bit late next month because of my vacation, but I will be back, and I will see you again then. Take care. Bye.